Hey guys, it's Nadia from LiaDiaDesigns and I'm back with another quick video. Today we're experimenting with a new Druzy mold that I received. It's an inlay mold and it actually was larger, but I wanted it to fit inside of this 5-inch coaster mold that I had. So I actually cut it down to the size that I needed and placed it inside. It's generally silicone sticks to silicone, so it sticks pretty well. There probably will be a little bit of leaking around the edges just because it is a druzy and it's a bit irregular around the edges, but we'll worry about that later. So to start off, what we're going to do is I have my resin mixed. So again, as you guys know, I use a 1-to-1 and it is about a medium viscosity. So I mix that up and I'm adding a little tiny bit of pigment paste to my resin. I want it to be transparent, but with a little bit of color. So as you can see, I'm going to add a little bit more color here, but generally I want it to be transparent to kind of allow the druzy effect to be able to show through. So we'll go ahead and get that mixed up. I did put aside a little bit of resin in the 2 small cups on the side here, and one I actually added a little bit more of the same pigment paste into it, trying to get a darker hue, and then the other one has some white pigment paste. So the idea of having a little bit of the darker hue is I wanted to put that along the edges to see if I can get a little bit of a darker effect. In the end, I don't think it actually really did very much, but that was the idea that I was going with. So once I get that laid in, then I'm going to use my heat gun to try to get rid of all these bubbles, and then we'll be ready to start making the flower. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add some glitter to the center for our flower, and I haven't had any wait time for this particular technique that I'm using today. I'm going back to my original technique where I use a paintbrush to create the flower in the coaster design. So as you can see here, I'm just going ahead and adding in some white pigment paste for the petals, and I'm using my brush to quickly go ahead and add those designs in. This technique you'll find in one of my earlier tutorial videos for flowers. It's actually my original one. I will tag it here above and then also at the end of the video. So this way, if you want to get more details on how this technique works, you can check out that video. But basically, I didn't have any wait time here besides what you've already seen in terms of pouring in the resin and then heating it and then going right into creating the design. So as you can see here, I'm just adding a few more details, and I decided after a little bit of contemplation that I was going to make this into a swirl flower. So you'll see me doing that as well. And then once that's done, I'll leave it to set overnight, and then we'll be back in the morning to unmold it. So it's the next morning and we're going to go ahead and get this unmolded. So like I said, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I do expect there to be some resin that leaked on the sides just because there wasn't a perfect seal around the druzy, but we can easily remove that hopefully. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the inlay now. And just look at that sparkle. My goodness. So That's the one thing I know that everybody loves about the Druzy is that the sparkle, how it captures the light. And I really want to see if we can combine these two techniques with the flower and just get a really nice background for our flower with the Druzy. And even on the flip side, it just looks so cool with the flower showing through. As you can see, I do have a bit of an edge here. I'm going to remove that with my utility knife, and here we go. So this is the piece now without the edges, and just look at the sparkle. I will be going ahead and adding a top coat clear resin on top here on this side because the coaster is a bit thin, so I wanted to just make up the difference for what the Druzy inlay was taking away from our mold. So I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you like this technique. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to make more items with this. So let me know what your thoughts are. Which side do you like better? You can leave me a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks guys. Take care. See you next time. Bye.